Hey guys, I'm Levi Gates. Welcome back to DETALKS with me, Mr. Dylan von Kleist. RUPES, how are you, man?
I'm fantastic, sir.
Super excited to have this guy back in here. Can't
get me to leave, really.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny. So that's actually what we're going to talk about. This is basically co-branded content.
Yeah,
seriously. I mean, and for those of you that are wondering how and why, perhaps this year you've seen a lot of RUPES, rag company stuff.
What we talked about yesterday. What was
even RUPES with other companies or rag company with other companies?
Well, we talked about last night. How many? What's the event and stuff count?
This year.
5 this year with the two of us, and then obviously you've got your stuff that you do with. It's not just us. I'd like to think that some of our stuff is the best stuff.
We'll say yeah.
Just for the purpose of this video.
Yeah.
And we do stuff with other companies. Some of them are distributors, some of them aren't, and it's like I said, it's co-branded content. And I do see those comments, and there are those lurkers out there that are like, you guys are just shilling for, this guy's just in there and they're getting paid. I'll go on record right now. Absolutely zero money changes hands.
Yeah, no, we don't, other than us buying each other dinner when we visit.
Yeah, exactly. Just becomes the game of who gets the check, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, but it's a cool relationship because you and I became fast friends because of kind of a common shared past and all the things we have in common, but there's mutual benefit to you guys produce awesome content. We need content, and we have a facility. You guys come visit, but we're talking to the same customers about different topics. You guys are talking about towels and all the other things, brushes and the sprayers and all the stuff you guys are doing. We're firmly on the polisher, tools, pads, and stuff side, but it all links together in some way, shape, or form, right?
Every single one of you that's watching is probably using a RUPES polisher,
and if you're not, I will find you.
Using a rag company towel, just because that's what you're
using,
buying.
Right? But it's great that we can have this. We're competing for the same dollars in the same wallet, right?
Yeah.
But not for the same product sales, right? So there's only a finite amount of money a guy's got to spend on detailing products, and we could be like, well, no, I can't go to the rag company and do videos because if the guy spends all his money on towels, he won't have any money left for polishers or vice versa, right? It's not productive.
No.
It's not productive for the business, and I know that attitude does exist. There are a
lot of companies that are still like that and confused.
Yeah, and there are people and personalities in this business I've reached out to that they just, you kind of talk to them about it and they go, no, I can't, because if I introduce you to my audience, I don't want you stealing people over to my channel or from my channel over to yours and kind of diluting my message and that's fine. You can have that opinion. I just don't think it's productive for the industry as a whole. We need to be a lot more cooperative and open to working with each other. And more brands should do this kind of stuff because ultimately we've talked about, you guys have a very similar focus to we do, is want to educate people and just discuss the industry and make the industry better, right? Yeah. And there's no better way to do that than to do something that's kind of on neutral ground, right? We're not here to push product. We're here to talk about the industry, and you and I both have a lot. We owe a lot to this industry.
Yes.
And so I want to give back, and so it makes perfect sense for us to get together and do these things on the regular.
Right.
And I wish it would happen more, right?
And the way I see it is that there isn't a rule that says we can't hang out and we can't do stuff together.
And if there is that rule, I refuse to obey it.
Yeah. But there's not one person, can say like, well, I don't, if we were doing bad stuff together, then I could see our bosses going like, you guys don't get to,
don't do that.
You're not hanging out anymore. But if what we're doing is positive and people enjoy it and it's helping both our businesses grow and it's providing that, shared view between the two, like that's the best benefit of all of it, because the best thing that could ever, come out of this is because they're going, you folks at home that are watching are going, oh, I'm using a RUPES polisher. I'm gonna grab a rag company towel. I'm gonna watch some DETALKS because Levi and Dylan were talking about this. Or I remember from DETALKS that Dylan said this about the Mark II 15. I'm gonna buy that Mark II 15 because he was on the show and he was talking about that. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
Sale.
That's
cool.
Not the reason though.
Perfect.
Right? Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome that happened. But the whole goal is that we're just trying to provide as much educational content as possible from a ton of different viewership, a ton of different viewers and viewpoints of other folks in the industry.
Yeah.
And, like I went to Puerto Rico recently to do the event with your guys, with Jason and Alberto and Todd, and it was super fun. We all had a great time. We were able to do the same kind of stuff. I was able to help and use and talk polishers, as well as, hey, what towels are they using to wipe off the RUPES compounds and polishes? Those are Rag Company towels.
Yeah.
And everybody was super excited about it.
Everybody wins, right?
Like, they were so excited to get a lens cloth and a sticker. There were people wearing stickers on their shirts. Like, that's cool. That's what you want. And also for us, in the terms of marketing, sharing our audiences allows your marketing dollars to go farther and our marketing dollars to go farther. Because we're able to tap into your network and you're able to tap into our network and vice versa. And if you think about it as detailers, if we dumb it down right back to just you're in your shop, it's harder to have, if you have customers that call and you're busy and you can't help them and they ask, who would you refer? Who do you think could help me? And you say, nobody's better than me.
Yeah, you're out of luck.
I guarantee you that customer's gonna go, okay. And they're gonna hang up, say thanks, and then they're gonna call the next guy in the book.
Yeah. Well, and the competition's going to exist, right? There's going to be that guy that's in your same territory, market, area, city, whatever it might be, that maybe offers very similar. And you guys are, I always promote, have a friendly relationship with everybody who's doing it. But I mean, I get it. There are the situations where you're just
don't want to work.
You get this blood feud with the guy down the street because you guys are fighting for the same customer. I get that. But maybe if you don't have a connection with that guy, then make a connection with a guy who does services that you don't do. If you are a high-end shop that focuses primarily on correction coating PPF, but you don't have time or don't really have interest in doing a lot of lower dollar, quick wash and wax, express detail, one-step polish, no coating, this kind of stuff, if that's not your deal, partner up with a guy who does. And go, I don't, but this guy does, and he's great. And then you should expect that the same guy would do the same thing for you. Yeah, hey, I don't do that coating stuff yet. I haven't gotten to that level. I'm a mobile guy, whatever he is. But this guy over here, he sends me a lot of his customers. I'm going to send you over there because he does that kind of stuff. Which is the relationship we have is, somebody has questions about polishers. I get emails from you on the regular. It's like, hey, this guy had a question about a RUPES, where you can buy this. Sure, help it. Hey, this guy needs towels. Talk to this guy. And it's not that, and our relationship is not completely exclusive. That's the other thing. It's not like, I'm not going to throw a fit if somebody calls you with a question about polishers and you go, hey, you sound like a candidate for a Flex or whatever, and you send them to Rennie for questions or whoever. No more than we have distributors who sell other things than Rag Company microfiber towels. We can all coexist, guys. This market is so massive. And
that's the thing is, a few years ago I was noticing more and more teams sort of like, we only use these products.
Yeah, exclusive. This,
these.
Nothing else.
We don't talk to those guys. And what was funny was these were detailers, but the reps of all those companies on either side are all friends. We're all friends, we all hang out, we all do stuff. But it's fun to see that these detailers are like, this is we're these guys, this is our line, you do not cross
that's my ride or die.
And it's like, all right. The thing is, like, if that's how you're gonna run your life, it's very hard to stay in that trajectory. It's very hard to run your business that way if you can't be open and honest and be open to others. And what's great is not only having that other shop or that other detailer to rely on to have a reference and go, no, but so-and-so can take care of you and help you out, and have that reciprocal work when they're busy going, hey, I sent you a couple of customers, I can't get to it, I'm too busy, do you have time? Being able to send it back, that's awesome. But also to share questions and answers and technical stuff with, because you still get those where you get stuck and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't figure this out. I can't figure this paint out. It's not working. This isn't working this way. And you can call that person.
Yeah, hey, have you worked on this before? Because I'm having this problem. And maybe he has. And that's awesome that you'd have a local resource. Again, you could have that guy who's just a jerk in your market, and you call him and he goes, I'm not going to tell you, but you send it to me and I'll fix your screw up. That guy exists. I'm not denying that not everybody's holding hands and singing Kumbaya. I mean, I get it. But that should, and I assume it is, probably the smaller percentage of the market. There are more and more progressive thinking, more open people in this business. And also, at least on the supplier side of things change so quickly. I mean, if you align yourself and you go, Rag Company, ride or die, that's all we're, well, what if you guys decide to go, we're going to sell off the rag company and they're going to merge and then you don't like what they're doing anymore. Or RUPES decides to change directions and you've fully invested in everything they're going to do for life. Things change. The same thing can happen if you are trying to form these little cliques and it's super exclusive and I only do this and I only do that. Well, nothing stays the same forever.
Yeah.
And so when that changes, do you want to be the guy who's got, and trust me, everything exists online on social media now, and you put all this content into the universe, all these posts about it's this or nothing, and this stuff sucks.
Yeah, we have seen that.
Yeah, and I only use this because this brand sucks. Well, if suddenly this brand starts sucking and the stuff that you said sucked, it doesn't suck so much anymore, boy, you're really going to have to kind of do some backpedaling here, right? Be neutral, be open to new ideas, be open to new products, be open to working with your quote unquote competitors. You can still be competitors and be friendly.
Well, and that's, and like, I like the, I saw a sign once that basically that I thought was great that I would love to buy and put it in my house for my kids to learn. And it was like, do good work and be nice. That's all it is.
Yep.
Like, do good work and be nice. Or work hard and be nice. Like, that's all. You just have to be nice to others.
Life is simple that way, right?
It's very easy to navigate your world and help other people. And we talk about honesty and just being open to your customers and let them know they will forgive you more times than you can count if you're just open with them. If you say, look, I'm super busy right now. I'm booked up for the next, this time. I could probably squeeze you in here. But realistically, if you give this guy a call, he can probably get you in and get you taken care of. Otherwise, I'd love to be able to help you out, but it's going to be 2 weeks or 14 days till I can get to you.
Yep.
And they then go, thank you for letting me know your circumstances and giving me that referral, because then they'll call. And I did that. I would give them a referral and I'd say, here's why. And then that customer would call me back and go, I just wanted to thank you for referring me to so-and-so. They did a great job. They were able to get me in that weekend, but I just want you to know, I want to schedule an appointment for 6 months from now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can put you on the schedule.
I can do that now, yeah. I got enough notice, yeah.
And I still want to get my work done by you, but I want to thank you for helping me by getting them in and doing that. Like, that's all you need to do. Yeah. And it's the same with this kind of stuff. With what we're doing is we get calls and texts and messages like, I just love seeing that together, that you guys work together. I love seeing that there's that exchange of information, or that you guys got to go do that, or you got to do this. That's the key, is just being open and available for everybody to share knowledge, share shared experiences.
Yep.
And that's how we became friends.
Yep. And we're drilling this down to a level. I'm gonna throw a hip hop quote in there. One of my favorites. Ground up. Well, let me lay this on you. It's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice.
I think we may have to just end it right there with that one. I don't think I can top it. So, Dylan, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate it.
Always, brother.
So the RUPESUSA.com website is up and running. Yep. You can check it out, and if you want to see where RUPES is going to be, or where maybe the rag company is going to be with RUPES, you can check it out on their events page and see what all the different events around your area, so you guys can come meet Dylan and the guys in your neck of the woods, all that good stuff. As always, subscribe, comment below if you have some ideas that you want to share. Make sure you like this page, this video, and for more info and more videos, stay tuned right here on the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.